And the clock continues to run. Finally, they shut it down.
13 seconds.
13 or 19?
I can't tell. It looks 19. Like 3, and then it looks like 9.
19.1. We've got one of the goalposts right in front of it. It is hard to tell. You got to move about 5 yards to see what it is. 2-point conversion coming up. And the Rebels have a 12-8 lead over the Commanders. Quarterback's going to look, throw it. Got a man open in the end zone, and he's got it. Extra point, 2-point conversion good. 14-8. As we near the end of this first half, it had been all basically Washington County. A fake punt ends up with a touchdown. And now a great pass leads to a touchdown. Take those 2 drives away, and Washington County looked mighty good. Give credit to the Rebels. They did play a good ball game. Long passes, great catches. They played defense when they needed to. Washington County's defense set up their only score of the game by tackling the quarterback on a 4th down play down, 5-yard line, somewhere like that?
Something like that. But it goes back to defense.
Now, describe, if you will, your thoughts of the attitude of the Rebels coming back out on the field, what they appear to have.
Well, first thing, you want them to make the tackle.
Yeah, but their attitude, look at them.
I mean, yeah, they have no reason to not go full speed right now. I mean,
they're fired up.
14-8 going into halftime. That's what you want if you're a visiting team.
And you trailed 8-0 at one time. So they have responded. Now it's going to be up to Washington County. They're going to lay the ball flat on the ground, so this is not going to be one of those they're kicking away. And the official's going to come over and examine it and say, well, it has to be lined up over there. What do you do, move it 2 inches?
Something like that.
He's a perfectionist. Actually, those are the rules. It has to be set a certain way. And these officials have been on it all night long. 19.1 seconds to go. Here's a little flat roller across the ground. And picked up by one of the trailing backs for Washington County. Still on the move. Out near the 40. Drops it. He's down to the 41-yard line.
Garrett Floyd
coming up with it. He's a little slow getting up off the ground. Landed a little awkward, but he's limping a little bit on that left leg right now. So I don't know if he twisted his ankle when he went down or what. 14.1 seconds to go. The ball's at the 41-yard line. Commanders have about 59 yards to go on maybe 2 plays, 1 play. We shall see. Floyd over here on the near side trying to walk it off. He twisted something, apparently. Came down awkward on the stop that time. We have one receiver out wide to the left, full house backfield. They're going to pitch it back to the trailing back this time around left end, getting us some good blocking. Clock down to 8.5 seconds. If you got a timeout, you burn it here, and there is a timeout. Either a timeout or they're stopping the clock while they move the chains. First and 10. The ball's at about the 48-yard line of Casey County. 6.2 seconds. They say wind the clock, and they will not get a play off. The coaches for Washington County saying just stand there. And that brings us to the end of the first half. For a while, it looked like all Washington County, but the Rebels have come roaring back. And here at halftime at Washington County High School, it's Casey County Rebels 14, Washington County Commanders 8. You're listening to Commander Football on 100.9 WLSK.
This is Jim Reed for Citizens National Bank of Lebanon. You can count on our bank for all of your banking needs, including deposit accounts or loans for just about any purpose. You can also count on our bank being a proud supporter of Marion County Youth Schools. Stop by Citizens National Bank of Lebanon and let one of our team members show you why many have chosen our bank for their financial needs. Citizens National Bank of Lebanon, member FDIC and fair housing lender.
Looking for top quality sports products and customer service reputation that stands no competition? Look no further. Bardstown Sporting Goods has been a staple in Bardstown for decades and has all of your sporting good needs. No matter the sport, no matter the product, Bardstown Sporting Goods has it. They are also your Letterman Jacket headquarters. Bardstown Sporting Goods since 1981.
Lebanon Health and Fitness in Lebanon is proud to announce that Zumba is bringing the party to town. Beginning August the 18th, the energy will rock the building. Come join us at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays for a high-energy, upbeat workout. Lebanon Health and Fitness, your hometown 24-hour fitness center.
Growing with you since 1890, Farmers National Bank.
Do you have plans to expand your business in 2015? Equipment purchases, facility expansions, and cash management for growing businesses are a few of the opportunities we can help you explore at Farmers National Bank. If you need a professional to offer you sound advice as you weigh your options, call me, Brad Mattingly, at 270-692-3177. After all, we've been financing businesses in Central Kentucky since 1890. Farmers National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Growing with you since 1890, Farmers National Bank.
It's Chrysler Summer Clearance Event time at your local Don Franklin Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram dealer here in Lebanon. These are some sizzling hot deals. Great finance rates as low as 0 APR for up to 72 months and $1,000 on all of our Chrysler vehicles in inventory, or up to $8,000 cash allowance off. How about taking the summer off with Jeep's 90 days, no payment, 0% financing for 36 months, or up to $2,000 in combined cash allowance. And don't forget them great low Jeep lease rates starting as low as $159 a month. Also the Dodges. Check out 90 days, no payment, big cash allowances up to $7,000, or the 0% finance rate for up to 72 months and $1,000. And make this the best summer ever by picking out that brand new Ram truck with 90 days, no payment, 0% financing through Chrysler Capital, or up to $8,000 off. It's the Chrysler Summer Clearance Events right now at the Don Franklin Lebanon store. Give us a call, 270-692-2126 or DonFranklinAuto.com.
Football on WLSK-FM, presented by Don Franklin of Lebanon.
In Washington County High School, halftime of homecoming as the Commander Band strikes up the music, and they are putting a show on here with just all kinds of looks right now. They've got the flags working, the band playing, and looks like we've got, I don't know, is she out of one of the Disney movies down here with the crown on?
You know, I'll tell you what, Alvin, I'm actually wondering myself, I believe that she has to be. I'm not really sure what the theme is for this Washington County band here, but they are decked out for sure.
They're putting on a show. They always do. I mean, they're not the largest band, but they're one of the best you're ever going to see. 11.5 minutes here at halftime and the clock running. It is 14-8. Casey County, after falling behind 8-0, comes back with a fake punt to score. They then come back and just threw a wonderful pass. The receiver wouldn't go down, got him down close enough to punch it in the two-point conversion. The second time good, and that gives us our half 14-8.
Now, but I was planning on going and recapping all this, but since you're doing it, here, I'll hand you the things, and I'm going to go get me a pop.
Oh, sure, I'll take a pop. Bring me a mom back if you would, but that's another story.
That's another good whole story on that one there.
You have sat here and scribbled and wrote furiously throughout the first half. Tell us what you've got.
Well, you know, it's an interesting thing here. We was going to try to go ahead and take a look at some of the stats where both these teams were coming into this ball game, and both of them was amazing with the rushing. And, of course, as you've seen, Alvin, what we've seen here, it was a ground game. They opened it up a couple of times into the air. Really wasn't that successful for them, and we'll go over that part here in a minute. But, you know, coming in here, the expected carriers, okay, you're looking here in Casey County, for example. Let me see if I can read with hardly any light going on here today. Is that, okay, basically coming in here, their leading carrier with 334 yards rushing was Miller. All right, so keep that in mind down there. And then second coming in here is Hayes at 111. So mainly what they've been doing is they're relying on Miller to be the main carrier for Casey County. I'm just going to point these out. Now taking a look at the main carriers that you was expecting for Washington County coming in here with 530 yards rushing was Floyd, which we announced his name quite a bit this evening. And then Whitley is coming in here right behind him at 306. Okay, but the name that we're going to find out here in a second that was carrying the ball quite a bit is not really even into these stats. So that's the interesting part about it. If we go ahead and take a look now at first at Casey County, the one that carried this thing, they carried a total of 66 yards of rushing, but they're leading in this ball game, which is kind of an amazing fact down there. Miller in the first half has 22 yards. And so he's led it by 2. So he has come on in the second quarters where he picked up his yards. And I think that's where they made the change from the first quarter to the second quarter is for Casey County was to go to Miller to do this. Hayes came in with adding 18 with it, but Lawrence came out of nowhere and contributed 20 himself. So that total, that's 66 yards. So I think probably with Washington County, they scouted out here. They probably said, okay, we got to shut down Miller. We got to look about Hayes. We got to shut him down. And then all of a sudden, where did this Lawrence guy come from? But Casey pulled a little bit of a surprise in here. Now on the other side, taking a look at Washington County, here's another little surprise. I mentioned Floyd. I mentioned Wheatley. Okay, both of them 17 yards each. Okay, in rushing. Edlin, though, 37 yards carrying, okay, going up against this Casey County. From what I can tell here, you've got the stats on that individual. He seems to be a big boy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they found here tonight was that they've got to run somebody big against Casey County to be able to get some yards. Now, total first half, they're almost balanced out here, 71 yards. Mm-hmm. So it's been a rushing game down here. Now, taking a look as far as how all this scoring went, of course, first blood was drawn by Washington County. And they came down here with 7:22. Well, I'll take it back. Let me make sure I got that right.
He's double-checking, folks.
I'm double-checking. Yeah, I'm right on that one. Okay, so occasionally I'm right.
Is that why you double-checked? You knew you were right or what?
Yeah, I was not double-checking. It's been a long week. But anyhow, it was 7:21. Okay, I mean, they went scoreless in the first quarter. So it was a defensive battle, rushing on the ground, not much in the way of air, and we'll talk about those numbers in a moment. But Washington County first went on the board with 7:21 left in the second quarter, a 4-yard run by Evelyn. There's that name again, a 2-point conversion done. Okay, so Washington County goes up 8-0. But then Casey County is the one that starts making some movement, starts shifting the momentum a little bit. And in the second quarter, 5 minutes and 40 seconds on a fake punt, a trick play to go ahead and catch, okay, is the Commanders on their heels because they were set up in a punt formation to be able to receive this. They go and they get that ball, go for 75 yards for a touchdown with 5:40 in here. And, of course, all of a sudden, now we've got a close ball game once again.
The momentum was like a tsunami. It just overcame them.
It overcame. I mean, they went over the defense. Of course, Washington County wasn't setting up for that kind of a play at all. I mean, they were not expecting a passing play.
Well, and to me, this is why I don't coach. I like to see a coach who will pull a play like that before you're in the second half, the final quarter. You've got to have it. You pull a play like that when nobody's expecting it. And look what it got them.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And then the momentum is still kind of hanging with Casey County sitting here going into halftime here. Okay, second quarter, again, 19 seconds left. You got a quarterback keeper, goes in, and also the 2-point conversion is good. And now we're sitting here looking at the scoreboard, 14-8 in favor of the Casey County Rebels. Going into half. Now, the air game, to me, I'm looking at it, I'm saying it's kind of non-existent. Washington County, okay, one completion out of 4, 2 interceptions out of that. So 3 out, you had 1 incomplete, 2 interceptions, and 1 complete. So, I don't know. The air attack for Washington County, I'm not sure about it. Yeah. Maybe they'll settle down and maybe they'll look at it. But now it's coming back down here with as far as looking at Casey County, okay, they only put it up 3 times in the air and 1 completion. Of course, that was good for 45 yards. Yeah. So when they made it count.
At this point, it looks like Casey County's got the bread and butter in the run and the pass. Right now, Washington County's running on bread, needs a little butter to get it on down there. It's kind of been a one dimension for Washington County in so much as they've stuck and had to stick, it appears, with the run.
Right.
Casey County has come at them. Fake plays, passing, running. The thing that impresses me, though, most of both ball clubs is they've not panicked. They've been very patient. I would not want to be in Coach Sagrase's locker room right now.
No, I would not either. I mean, and I'm agreeing with you entirely on this. This has been a very good, well-coached football game that we've had here on a beautiful Friday night. Now, adjustments are going to have to be being made. You know, the players that they expected to be running against each other, well, not exactly. Now, how does that work? Do you try to go ahead and change your defense to take on the ones that had a great first half? And then you leave your consistent rushers maybe wide open. I don't know. I'm glad I'm not a coach. I'm glad I'm just a radio guy. I tell you what, we've got 3 minutes, 48 seconds left on the clock of this before the second half down here. We're looking at the score. The Commanders of Washington County 8, the visitors tonight of Casey County Rebels 14. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You are listening to Country 100.9 WLSK.
First they ask why, then they ask how. At Fuel Fitness in Springfield, they have everything from a tanning salon to an infrared sauna, a full-time physical therapist, and a top-of-the-line gym with cardio and strength training equipment. Be stronger than your strongest excuse. Fuel Fitness in Springfield. What fuels you?
Quality, reliability, and service. That's what you'll find at Bell Machine and Fabrication in Lebanon. Bell Machine and Fabrication fabricate new and replacement parts from prints, old sample parts, or reverse engineering. Bell Machine has a background in tooling, gauging, welding, engineering, and manufacturing. They understand what their customers' needs are to achieve their goal, and they have the trade skills to give you a finished product and outcome you need. Call Bell Machine and Fabrication in Lebanon today at 270-692-1089.
Have you ever been on the road and needed to transfer money into your account? Or maybe in the middle of a meeting remembered a bill you needed to pay instantly? Wouldn't it be nice if you had that functionality right there in your cell phone? With Springfield State Bank's mobile banking, you do. Springfield State Bank is proud to offer our new mobile banking service to all of our customers. It's free, easy, and so convenient. Visit our website, www.springfieldstate.com, for details and to enroll today. Springfield State Bank, member FDIC.
Football on WLSK FM, presented by Don Franklin of Lebanon.
Back here at Washington County High School, it is 14-8 at halftime as we're about a minute 45 away from the third quarter action. Casey County just now returning to the field, as is Washington County. And so far it has been an exciting game to watch. There have been a lot of different plays. Trick plays, and that's, you and Dave have both mentioned that. This is Alvin Ridd along with Ashley Wren. Hal B. Goods on vacation somewhere on the East Coast.
It's called Virginia Beach, Al.
Was Virginia warned, is what I want to know.
I did try to go ahead and send a message ahead. I did not get a reply, so I don't know if they got the message or not.
You know, they seceded from the Union once. They may do it again.
they might indeed here. Now, I'll tell you what, Alvin, of course, it's been a few years since you've been doing some of the football. If I'm not mistaken with this here, I believe that they bring them back out to the field. When the clock expires down here, they will probably put 2 or 3 minutes more back on there for them to go ahead and stretch, warm up, make sure they're hydrated and ready on these summer nights. So, we've got a little bit of time left here. But, yeah, I was planning on being totally an engineer this evening. But I guess once you're radio, you're always radio. And, I'm even trying to be at the disadvantage of taking the lesser of the best headsets to give you guys.
That's because you sound so good. We know what you're trying to say. I want to ask Ashley something, though. He's played a lot of basketball since middle school, grade school.
Wow.
But this is football.
Yeah, but
right.
Let me get to my point real quick. I know everybody out there is looking going, what is he talking about? Dave mentioned being hydrated, getting some water in you. When you played any basketball or any sport, I would assume it goes for it, you don't wait till the night of the game to drink the water. The coaches want you to be doing it. This is what causes, I'm told,
cramps.
And why is it, what are you supposed to do?
I mean, most of your body's made up of water anyway, and if your muscles don't get enough hydration, they're going to lock up.
But you need to be drinking not just the night of the game.
If not water, Gatorade, Powerade. Pretty much
commercials paid for by
pretty much the whole day before, and even during the day you don't want to get waterlogged, but you do want to stay hydrated throughout the game day.
Yeah, I mean, it's we understand you have to drink during the game because these guys, no telling how much sweat they're going through right now. But you don't wait until the night of. You got to kind of build on this. And how many times have we seen at every level, not just grade school, high school, professional level, cramping starting up, and it's too late to get a lot of water. Am I wrong on that? You need to have.
Oh yeah, if they're done cramping up, you want to get potassium in them, eat bananas. Like I said, the whole time they're
swing from a few trees.
Maybe if it works. Like I said, you don't want to wait on the actual day. I feel like I'm in class.
Yeah. Oh, let me explain. Ashley's currently involved in what is it you're becoming?
Athletic trainer.
Besides being bored, I mean. He's going to St. Catherine College. We'll throw that much out. And working on that. And I have learned a lot from you in things that you bring home, studying and everything. A lot of us take trainers, I think, for granted.
It's a lot more into it than what you actually think or see.
I mean, right now we're looking on the Washington County side of the field, and they're wrapping
ice. I know exactly what she's doing.
That's on Chaz Kurtzinger, 6'2" senior, 203-pounder. Why is she wrapping ice? What's happened to cause that, you think?
Well, he's either caught a cramp or he's taken a knee to the back of his leg and is bruised, but
well, he's not going to be back.
Well, it's not the back of his knee. It is his knee.
Yeah, he is. Maybe his knee hit a helmet. Who knows?
Anything's possible.
But
things could happen that you think won't, and it's completely opposite of what you think. Like right now, look, they got a bucket of water.
And about 6 hoses running from it. Everybody's grabbing.
I'll tell you what, this looks like almost like what I see back on a farm wagon going out there to feed the cows at night. It's the size of this tank.
It's a miniature. It's not a fertilizer tank, but that's what it looks like.
Well, I mean, if you put some sprayers on it, you could put spray chemicals. But boy, that's the first time I've ever seen that. Does that tell you how long I've been out of it? Again, let me just very quickly say, bear with me on my mistakes, and I hope we've gotten the names correct. It's very important to me that these young athletes who strive so hard to play this game don't have somebody like me butchering their names. Let's just be blunt about it. I've never done what they're doing, and I admire them completely.
All right, Alvin, I'm going to put you on the spot, and I'm going to get back to my chair over here and be quiet.
Yes, home is in that direction.
What do you feel, okay, for Washington County, what do they have to do to win this football game tonight?
I think first thing they've got to do, they've got to continue running the ball, and if they have a passing game, and we really haven't seen that yet,
true.
They're going to have to rely. You live and you die with a sword. The run has been it for them, but even more so, the defense is going to have to be a little bit more alert, watching out for trick plays, making sure that they shut down the running game, and then don't give up, big yardage on some simple misplay or anything. But good defense. Good defense is going to play a lot of this.
We'll see if you're right. I'm going to step out of here. I'm going to sit back down here and start looking at some numbers for the second half.
All right, we're ready to go with the second half. Again, Alvin Wren, Ashley Wren here trying to keep up with this. And it's going to be a low kick, picked up at about the 25-yard line. Breaking back, they're trying to chase him down, and they do. Dropped him all the way back about the 27-yard line. And I believe that's going to be the big receiver a while ago, DJ White.
No, that's Case County.
Yeah, but he made the stop. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, did he?
He chased him. Yes, field is forward and to the left.
Field.
You're looking, trying to find
the wrong numbers mixed up. Leave me alone. I've been up since 3:30.
Well, that is true.
Get off me.
That's right. He has been up since 3:30 this morning. Pitch back this time, trailing back, cutting through, running over one player. Oh, what a run that time by Antarius Edelin. He just flat buried a defender and then kept on and took a shot from the side and still got some yardage. Well, we're back to that run, and you've got to establish the run. Now, me playing coach, and that's all I could ever do was play at it. You got second down and less than a yard to go. Oh, they're going to measure for it. Okay. I'm saying if you come up short, now's when you try some crazy play throwing it down the field, because then you got the third down to work with. But you've got to, I think Dave talked about this, and Ashley, you did too. Trick plays, you've got to be alert and ready for anything. And I think they've got it. Or, boy, they're down eyeballing this one. Okay, we got about that much.
Half a centimeter.
Just a little short. I mean, you don't get any shorter. Unless you sit down like Dave did, then you're a whole lot shorter. But anyway, I'll tell you, I have never seen one that close. Now is when I'm going to throw caution to the wind. You're at your own 38-yard line. Of course, if they do it and it's intercepted, I didn't say any of this. All right,
like you said, even though it's early down, you need to throw something in there they're not ready for.
And they hand it off, and they've got the first down.
And that'll work, too.
And breaking through there was DJ White, and he absolutely buried John Floyd. And Floyd's up looking at Fish and says, what's this all about? I didn't even have the ball. The play's 5 yards away, and he's trying to push me 6 inches into the ground. I don't think he was expecting the hit, and I didn't either. He had his back turned to it pretty much. Ball's right on the 40-yard line of Washington County. This third quarter, they'll move left to right of your radio dial. As full house backfield again. You got pick, choose. Quarterback's going to keep it. Roll looking down the field to pass it. There's that short pass out near the 45-yard line, just across into about the 47-yard line. I thought that was a pretty generous spotting of the ball there.
Sean Austin Bird.
And in fairness to me, I didn't have that good of a look. I think the official was right on the money there. I thought he stepped out of bounds, but then we got the commander bench right in front of us, and apparently he stayed just inside the white stripe. Regardless, second down, about a short 4 to go. A handoff this time, breaking through, going to be just shy of the first down.
The 49, and Terry Ziegler.
And looks like the stop was made. Jacob Wilson putting a stop on him. He is no little man, but he needs imagination. I would not want to meet him before or after dark. He is a good-sized young man. Did a good job putting him down, and a good effort by Washington County to pick up the yardage. Third down and a long one. He'll hand it off. They've got the first down and then some inside Rebel territory as we near the 10-minute mark here in the third quarter. Carrying the ball that time, Michael Wheatley, 5'10 senior, 173-pounder.
I think it was a first down.
Somebody downstairs really thought it was one. I think we're picking on John this evening. But he's such an easy target, you can't help. 10 minutes to go, and handoff this time. Left side running hard. It's going to be Garrett Floyd, and a flag. I don't know what that's going to be on. Was mentioned face mask, and you do wonder sometimes. That would be in the general area. Well, Yep. Got that one named right. Face mask is what it's going to be. Now, how crucial penalties? How crucial? Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a major penalty.
I mean, it's 15 yards.
But, I mean, what you're coming down to is that you've played such good defense, but a play or two like that really opens it up, I would think, for the offense. When it seemed to be as though you were kind of putting a stop on them. That's actually, they're going to say, probably inadvertent. So it's going to be second down and about 3 to go. They're going to swing her left side. Floyd with it. They finally catch him from behind, but I believe he's got that first down just outside the 35.
It's like you said, if it was inadvertent, it was only a 5-yard penalty.
And I didn't see the official indicate anything other than just the face mask. And everybody was in there grabbing for all they were worth, trying to put a stop on them. Now, when you grab it and hang on to it, that's when you're going to get the big boy. wide left side this time. It's going to be Keon Wright. You look for them to keep it on the ground, and that's what they're going to do. And not much there. Bounce back after maybe a yard pickup. There's Antarius Edelin, 6-foot junior. They're going to give him a couple of yards. Bring up second at about 8 to go. He went into the line and suddenly came out of the line. 9:13 clock running here in the third quarter. It's 14 points for Casey County, 8 points for Washington County. Commanders taking the lead, 8-0. But the Rebels fighting back. Fake punt, good passing, and they hold a 6-point edge at this moment. Under 9 minutes, third quarter. And this time they'll hand it off to Garrett. He pitches it back and they missed it, and Rebels got it. I don't know whether it was knocked out of his hands or if he tried to pitch it back or what. And there's a lot of whistle blowing going on. And the officials are going to have a conversation over this, which, again, we've talked about the officiating, and they have done a pretty good job on it so far. But right now they're having a meeting and deciding exactly what the call is going to be.
I'm like you, though. I don't know if he went to toss it or if it got knocked loose.
And, of course, let me point out, too, we are on the far side of the field from where the play occurred, so
the ball came out. That's all I know.
Yeah, the ball came flying out, but I don't know the circumstances of it. Long conversation. They got all the officials but one. He's guarding the football over there. Don't want to see it get deflated, do we? And now they're going to come over and explain to Coach Sagracy exactly what happened.
They're deciding where they're eating later.
Well, I think it's going to go. I think it's going to go Washington County favor, and I say so because I saw a reaction from the Rebel sideline as they are going to the. Oh yeah, it's going to stay with Commanders here. Rebels are not happy with that call. They thought it should have been their ball, and all the way across the field, it looked like it was that way. But I did not see what went on. Commanders going to maintain possession. They lose yardage back to the original line of scrimmage, it appears. And that's going to bring up, they say, second or third down. First down.
No.
I don't know what happened. They've got first down on the downs marker.
Second on the scoreboard.
I'm lost, folks. Here's a pass short. Intended receiver appeared to be Jason Anderson. It fell far short of him. I have no earthly idea what that call was or what down it is. All I can tell you is we're Washington County, and the score is 14-8. Rebels holding the lead over the Commanders. To say I am confused would be probably the biggest understatement in a long time. Apparently, the only thing I can guess, Washington County lost possession, Rebels had it, they lost possession, and Commanders got it back. I don't know. Here's a pitch back. They're going to run hard, straight up now across the 25, still on the move. It's a mass of bodies, and the Commander fans telling their team how much they appreciate that. Man, that just kept on going. Antarius Edelin. I don't know what was said in the huddle at that play, but Coach Sagracy is probably saying, please repeat. Ball's all the way inside the 25, so it looks to be around the 23-yard line. 8 minutes, 33 seconds, clock running here, third quarter. Casey County 14, Washington County 8 as the Commanders come to the line. Coming over for a few words, quarterback John Floyd. And now we'll have a wide out right side. They're going to reverse the direction this time. Oh, what a hit. He's probably up. Who is it with the ball? 14, that's going to be Michael Wheatley looking for the phone because his bell just got rung. Picks up a scant 2 yards, it looks like.
Good run, better hit.
We've heard about you want him to stick him. He stuck him with the whole pole there.
Oh, yeah, he's bobbed when he should have weaved.
He straightened him out, that's for sure. Back to the action as quick handoff play, defensive play. And there's the
DJ White.
DJ White. Man, he comes up pumping it all there. He nailed the runner about 5 yards back. It's going to bring up third down. It moves the marker on us again. Third down, close to 13 for the first down. The ball right on the 25-yard line. Well, now we look to see if there's going to be a passing game for Washington County, or are they going to attempt 2 running plays, trying to make up 13 yards. I'll tell you, Rebels' defense has looked pretty good here in this third quarter. This is not an easy call for Coach Sagracy. We'll have to go wide left side this time. Jackson Anderson. And the quarterback's back to throw it. Lobs it up the field. Oh, what a hit. And a flag. Penalty time. I think.
Took him out before he caught it.
I think we're back to what we talked about earlier. You've got him on the ropes. And very possibly a penalty here changes the whole complexion. Let's see what happens. Again, there's a conference with the head man and the men below him, and they're talking and discussing. That was awfully close. That's one time you wish you almost had the instant replay to look at. It was a little floater pass. It's going against the Rebels. And still deciding exactly what they're going to do.
Well, whatever they called it was decline.
Okay. Hello. They're calling the penalty, I guess, against Washington County. The Rebels, seeing that it sets up a 4th and 9, they're going to decline it, causing that 4th down play to be made.
That's all it was said, was it's declined. They didn't say exactly what it was.
I believe it was ineligible receiver down the field. Here's a long high pass. It's up for grabs. And Commander fans, I think, wanting a pass interference, but I think it was beyond the receiver.
Over his head.
One of those up for grabs again. So the Commanders, with 6:33, give it up on downs, and the Rebels. And here we're back to...
What did you say earlier? Defense.
Defense, and here's the key factor, too. Now Washington County's got to be a little bit mentally down, and now's the time, if you're Casey County, do we uncork the bottle for another long effort? Catch them on their heels. They're not looking for it. They're looking for you maybe to run. Is this the time that you throw it again? Well, we'll find out in a moment. DJ White will come left side. He's been the main man to throw to. We'll try to keep an eye on him. Instead, they're going to go to the right side of the field and throw it. And it's beyond the reach of both the defender and the receiver. But there again, I think that's what you do. You try to catch them in a stop-run mode and throw that you're not looking for. We've got another player being worked on the sideline, Antarius Edelin, being looked at here. I can't see what's going on.
Looks like he got popped in the lower leg. I don't think it's a cramp.
Again, White moving wide to the left side. The receiver on the far side so far away we couldn't actually pick up the number. And this time they will keep it. Oh, big hole opens up through the hole. And I mean, it's drive Mack truck time through that hole. He gets it all the way across the 35 to 36-yard line. And a first down by Casey County. They've really got the Commanders on their heels at this point. Darren Ray, the ball carrier there, did a good job running. Commanders able to finally get hold of the jersey and hang on and hollered for help and got it. Finally got him down. Now we're back again. Is it going to be guess time for Washington County? Are they running it? Or are they passing it? They're doing both now. Rebels to the line, reaching under center, this time on the ground. Right tackle, big hole, breaks free. He's on the run.
He's gone.
Nobody looks to be able to catch him. They're making some progress. And they finally, no, touchdown, Casey County. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the Rebels have taken big command of this ball game at this stage.
Came out and punched them in the mouth.
And you look for a team that when you got another ball club down, you want to put the finishing hit on them, and that's, at this point, that's what's happened. Washington County going to have to regroup and do it quickly. They're now down 12 points, maybe more, as they go for two-point conversion. Quarterback back. We got a flag thrown, and the quarterback walks into the end zone untouched, but a flag on the play. The official walking over to the middle of the field. I don't know if they had enough players on the field, did they?
False start. On Casey County.
4, 6. They don't. I count only 10 players. Am I missing one?
Yeah, you are. There's 11.
Where's he at?
He's hiding behind that one.
Oh, that one. Well, first the hair, then the eyes. What else can you say? I still didn't see him. Oh, well. Regardless of that, we'll try it again. Ball's back to about the 8-yard line. And the Commander fans trying to urge their team to hold on here. Hold it off if they can. They're still very much in the game if they can get that offense going. And now we have delay a game against the Rebels. Commanders say, yep, you're going in the right direction. Now we definitely are expecting a pass. We'll see if that's what comes. But they do have everyone pulled in tight, so they're going to try the field goal the old-fashioned way, going for the one-pointer here. And they're going to fake that. There goes White to the right side. They're going to throw to him, and threw his hands out of bounds.
That was worth a shot.
You know what? Like it, whether you're leading or behind in this game, it's been fun to watch. Because you don't know.
It's not been boring.
It has not been boring ball game. Of course, if you're a Washington County fan, you're really pulling for the Commanders to get something going here. But it has not been a 3 and out all night long. It's you're left. If you're on the sidelines, you're playing coach. You're saying, well, what play would I run?
Right.
And that's why I'm up here.
You got to give it to Casey County. They come in here, and it doesn't look like they've got many on the roster, and they are playing both sides. And with that least amount of players to be up 20-8,
you got to be happy.
Their adrenaline right now is pumping. They're not slowing down.
They're looking for a good ride back to Liberty tonight. Is what they're looking for. And right now, they're looking for somebody to go crank the bus. But we've still got a full quarter to go and 6 minutes here in the third period. So there's a lot of time left. Again, Washington County just needing to get things untracked again. To play with heads up. Rebels have really turned it on here in this ball game. After trailing 8-0, they now lead 20-8 over Washington County. So we shall see what we shall see.
We got plenty of time.
Yeah, that's the thing. They do have plenty of time. I mean, if you get the ball here and score, as you said, you've got a whole another quarter to play.
Just a matter of getting things going, and they've got, as was said, plenty of time to go. Here's another low kick. They don't want a big return down to the 30. And look out. One more. He may be gone. One man to catch him. He's at the 30. They're going to catch him from behind. Oh, no. He does not go down, and he's into the end zone.
What'd I say?
And Terrius Edelin would not fit. He found the seam. He got through it, and chasing him down or trying to was DJ White.
Stephen Newby. He lives on the south.
Stefan Newby. I thought it was 8. It was 6. Man, oh man, what a run.
What'd I say earlier? Speed.
Stefan Newby, I believe, is going to be the young man who took it down there. And you look at it, he's right beneath us now. You're not careful, that 6 looks an awful lot like an 8. But he got all the way down to the 10-yard line. White made a stab at him, caught him by the ankle. Here's a 2-point conversion. Will not quit into the end zone. Yes, sir. We've got a 2-point conversion with 5:48 to go.
This is fun.
It's a 4-point ball game. Man, what a run. And we'll take a timeout. Be back in one moment here on 100.9 WLSK.
Kentuckians believe that if you truly want to take care of something, say your car or your home, you don't just turn it over to strangers. Maybe that's why so many Kentuckians insure their cars, trucks, homes, and belongings with Kentucky Farm Bureau. Kentucky Farm Bureau agents are committed to providing honest, trustworthy insurance service to Kentuckians just like you. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
See Jeremy Harden at Washington County Farm Bureau at 100 East Depot Street in Springfield. Phone 859-336-9472.
This is Jim Reed for Citizens National Bank of Lebanon. You can count on our bank for all of your banking needs, including deposit accounts or loans for just about any purpose. You can also count on our bank being a proud supporter of Marion County Youth Sports. Stop by Citizens National Bank of Lebanon and let one of our team members show you why many have chosen our bank for their financial needs. Citizens National Bank of Lebanon, member FDIC and Fair Housing Lender.
Football on WLSK-FM, presented by Don Franklin of Lebanon.
Back here at Washington County High School, 5:48, and if you're talking about electricity, we just had a shot go through the stadium as taking the ball out of, 30-yard line? Ask Dave, he knows about the
25, 30, somewhere around there.
Stefan Newberry.
We were looking at a 30-yard line, took it back 70-yard return.
And I'm going to tell you what, Newby went in, and they were grabbing at him as on the kickoff they'll drop the Rebels at their own 30-yard line. This young man just would not quit, and if I were taking bets, I was going to say that DJ White was going to catch him. He is extremely fast. He's that receiver. He was closing ground. He got down into the 10-yard, inside the 10-yard line, made a stab at him, caught him by the ankle, and Newby did just a super job, did not go down, and goes into the end zone. 2-point conversion good. We got a 4-point ball game. 20-16, Casey County. Now let's see what happens to the defense of Washington County. Is this going to build a fire under them? I'm telling you, this, just when you thought things were getting a little darker than the night out here, there's a bright light comes shining through. Quarterback going to roll to the left, going to throw it. Got a man open on the left side. Good pass, caught at the 40, 45, midfield, 45 out of bounds. At the 45-yard line of Washington County. Now the Rebels just flat out not going to quit on them.
Colin Miller.
Colin Miller, the receiver on that play. Now to me, that's the way you play football. You don't sit back. You get to have something good happen for the other team. Do you just curl up in the ball and play safe? No, you come right back at them. Again, Washington County probably a little excited, more than a little excited. But again, you have to maintain your composure and realize this ball club's going to come at you. And they come to the line now, wide to the right side. It's going to be Isaiah Phillips for the Rebels. Again, White wide left, and we've got a flag thrown. I don't know if Washington County jumped offside. Illegal procedure against the Rebels. Well, that's going to help the Commanders. That's one of the most exciting plays I've seen in years. Of course, I haven't seen many in years either. Never mind. Ball is going to be just inside the 50. Nose of it touching the 50-yard line on the Casey County side. They've got to get down to about the 35-yard line of Washington County. So they'll make it 1st and 15. Again, wide right, Isaiah Phillips for the Rebels. Wide left will come DJ White. And that man, both of them have shown they can catch it. And let's face it, quarterback's shown he can throw it. Hand off to White on the in reverse. He comes around the right side, runs into his own player. Looked like he was tackling the blocker in front of him. I don't know, he might have just slipped. Could be that grass. I don't know if the moisture is on the grass or not, but he just looked like he kind of got a foot hung in the ground. Goes down, no gain, no loss, right the same exact spot they started. That'll make it 2nd and 15. Now it puts pressure on the Rebels. Are they going to try and run it one more time, then throw it? Or do you throw it now, or do you throw it twice in a row? To be answered momentarily. 4:55. Big Dave says throw the thing. Well, so far their passing has been better than average, at least in this ball game. Instead, they hand it off. Good open hole on the right side. Still on the move. Down 2 yards shy, maybe a yard shy of the first down. And someone fell down after they got there. He said, "I'm just tired, Coach." So that's going to bring up now 3rd down, and let's see where they spotted. About 1.5 yards, close to 2. Yeah, 2 yards. 3rd and 2 from about the 37-yard, maybe just outside the 37-yard line. And a little slow getting the downs marker down to see exactly where they got to go. Well, it is going to be close to 3 yards now. A long 2, we'll call it. 3rd and a long 2, Casey County. We're in the area of two downs anyway. Quarterback keeper, he's got it, and then some. That last play set up an easy 1st down here. Nearing the 4-minute mark, as soon as they move the chains, they'll crank the clock again. 4:03 exactly. And our score just went from 20-16 to 80-16. Some scoring going on downstairs. We're not afraid. I don't know where that came from on the scoreboard. Here's a handoff and maybe 1.5 yard, 2-yard gain. They wrapped up the ball carrier. I don't think anybody's caught the scoreboard. Let's see. Halloween's not that far off. White's going to come wide to the left side this time. Phillips wide right. Quarterback. 2 setbacks behind him. He'll hand it off to the right halfback. He's going to be caught, dropped at the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and about 7.
Tackle made by Tanner Yates.
Tanner Yates, they say, made the tackle on that last play. As again, don't be surprised to see him go for the end zone here again. And they're going to have a crossing pattern, and he dropped it. DJ White has dropped about 3 passes tonight that, had he caught them,
would have been touched.
It might be 80-16 now. I don't know. But it's actually 20 tie now. Well, it's not 16-0 either, fellows. We're having fun with the clock over here with 2:44, and that's the main thing, the time element at this point. 2 minutes, 44 seconds to go. Clock is stopped, and now the officials are going to say Casey County timeout. We'll take a timeout very quickly here. You're listening to Washington County Commander football on WLSK 100.9.
Lebanon Car World is having a huge orange tag sale the last 2 weeks of September. Vehicles marked down as much as $1,000 with prices on the windshields of every car. Lebanon Car World makes buying your new vehicle hassle-free. 2.75% bank financing available with approved credit. Don't miss out on your chance to get a great deal. Come by today and see the savings. 703 West Main Street, Lebanon. Or visit online, LebanonCarWorld.com.
Campbellsville University is excited to announce new classes starting every 8 weeks during regular semesters. This means you have more options to take classes when they are most convenient, even if you work full-time. New classes enrolling now for October and January. Call 270-789-5220 or email admissions@campbellsville.edu to find out more. Financial aid is still available for those who qualify. Apply online for free at campbellsville.edu. Make the most of your college experience at Campbellsville University.
Football on WLSK-FM, presented by Don Franklin of Lebanon.
We're back at Washington County. A quick play as they passed it. A lot of the Commander coaches here in the press box thought it was a backwards lateral instead of a pass, and they might not be too wrong on that. Casey County got away with that one. Washington County will take over now, as that was kind of an iffy situation. Commanders now moving back on the offense, trailing 20-16. And there's a delay as they're a little slow getting the play in from the sideline. Bringing that play in appears to be Isaac Yates, 6'2 senior, 196 pounders. He comes in wide to the left side. Will be Jason Anderson. Wide to the right side, I may have said left, wide to the right. Pitch back, trailing back, over the left side. Got room, got hammered. As he got past the 30, about the 33-yard line. He's going left to right, and out of nowhere, went right to left. Somebody nailed him. Gets it out to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Stefan Newby, the ball carrier. 2:07 and running, third quarter. It's 20-16. And this has been some kind of a game to watch on both sides of the field. First all Washington County, then all Rebels, all Casey County. Now it's back to Washington County, and we'll see if this could be the point of this whole game where we see how this thing's going to develop. Rolling right, throwing over to the right side, and they've got a man open. Brought down out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Washington County first down. 1:41 to go in the third quarter. Commanders beginning to move, and now they're starting to pass. Does that surprise you? Somewhat. Now, they have passed a little bit to the right side, but they're beginning to get some yardage.
They're passing more, both teams.
3 for 5 in this half. Dave is doing his job over here. I'll talk to the boss about that. Maybe he'll let you stay around a little longer. Full house backfield. They hand it off. Almost a mishandle. They get the good couple of yards. Very hard-fought yards up there.
I like it, though. Air it out.
Michael Wheatley appeared to be the ball carrier, and he was tackled. It's fun watching the downs mark. First they got 3 yards, now they got 2 yards. Wide to the right side this time is going to be Keon Wright. And again, quarterback John Floyd saying something to a couple of his running backs.
Bootleg.
And the ball's in the air, and it is going to be Casey County ball. I don't know what happened there. It squirted out of there like a banana out of a banana peel. Boy, you're talking about ebb tide. Beginning to look like all Washington County again, and just a crucial turnover. So many times, and we haven't talked about this, turnovers have decided many ball games. And right now, that could be the one. We got a lot of time to go. Minute, 3 seconds, third quarter. We got a whole fourth quarter to go. But I'm telling you, that will really take the air out of you. We got a timeout by Washington County. And they're sending in, it's like Paul Hayden going in. We've got our numbers right. Paul is a freshman, 5'6", 220-pounder. And they're going to discuss things in the huddle before they send them back out. 1 minute, 3 seconds to go. 20-16. Casey County leading Washington County. And this thing has gone back and forth all night long. Looked like the Commanders were in total control. Then look out. Here came the Rebels. They took a great command of this ball game, leading at one time 20-8. And now it's 2016. So we'll see what happens. Commanders trying to get set on the defense. Trevor Segresi, senior, 5'8", 236, trying to anchor the middle of that line out there. And Paul Hayden, again, if we've got our numbers right, a freshman, 5'6", 220. They're trying to put some beef on that line. And we're set, ready to go. They're set at center and back to throw. Running into one of his upbacks. Now the quarterback rolling right. Got a man open down there. Did he catch it? Yes. Just shy of the first down inside the 35-yard line. Appears to be around the 34 perhaps, and that's where they're going to spot it. Looked like there for a moment the defense for Washington County might be able to stop them, but they just did a good job getting out there and getting rid of the ball and finally getting about 9 yards on that play. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Receivers wide left. Looked like a little movement there, but nonetheless, they got the first down on the ground back in the huddle like. Oh, now temper's beginning to flare a little bit. And I don't know what's going on, but I do know. Looked like Brandon Smith, 6'3", senior, 254-pounder, was not happy about something. Now look at that. That young man's bigger than me in more ways than one. I do not want to make him angry or upset, agitated or what have you. 22 seconds. We got back to the line, and now there's a flag. And illegal procedure is going to be called from the sideline. Somebody did a no-no. That'll back them up 5 yards. 20 seconds exactly left in the third quarter. Commanders are going to have to take a deep breath, put one more stop on them, and then try to get that offense uncranked again. I can't get over that touchdown run the Commanders made, though. I mean, that's just something you kind of dream about, and that young man's going to take with him for the rest of his life. Outstanding run back, 70 yards. And he was cranking it for all he could. Should have actually been down, I think. But he would not go down. Hats off to him. Pitch back, they'll sweep it to the left side. Still on the move. We got a flag down. And finally brought him down around the 20-yard line, but 2 flags in the backfield. Might have holding, not sure. We wait as
I believe that's what was just called, but
holding is going to be it. That might have been why he made such a good run.
And it was Colin Miller, so now he goes back and has a fit.
Well, let's look at it. If they're going to have fits, that means they're into the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if they're not going to be upset, they have no business being out there. They're out there to win, for crying out loud. Both teams have given it their all. They've given everybody their money's worth here tonight. One of them is going to go home a loser, and Commander fans are just hoping it's not going to be them. They've got a great opportunity here to put a stop to them. It's on the 45-yard line. 25 yards to go for the first down. Here's that pass over to the right side. They've got White again. White up, ran over a Commander. Ooh, that was ugly.
Lowered his shoulder and let him have it.
And he's got 23 yards back. Looks like 2 yards to go for the first down. Had the opportunity, and it just a good play by the Rebels. We got a flag on the field. Now let's see what this is going to be. As we used to say, hold the phone. Today it's the cell phone. Unsportsmanlike conduct is going to use a spear. I didn't know Brittany was here. Britney Spears. Come on, Dave, wake up. Big hit with the program here. Dave's been, how long have you been up this day? Too long? 4 this morning. Well, somebody's happy down there. Glad to hear that. Ball's all the way back to the 40-yard line. This call filling in, folks, and I'm shoveling with as much as I can to fill it up. And there's still they're discussing now with Casey County coach, explaining what happened.
You know, got brought back. Good run after the catch.
Yeah. Again, Washington County with a chance. We got the end of the third quarter. Somebody's watching here. 20-16. Washington County trying to put a stop on Casey County. Back in right after these messages on 100.9 WLSK.
Looking for top quality sports products and customer service reputation that stands no competition? Look no further. Bardstown Sporting Goods has been a staple in Bardstown for decades and has all of your sporting good needs. No matter the sport, no matter the product, Bardstown Sporting Goods has it. They are also your Letterman Jacket headquarters. Bardstown Sporting Goods since 1981.
Hey sports fans, Doc Spangler here for Danville Office Equipment. For your office equipment, supplies, and furniture needs, use Danville Office Equipment. Why? Number one, we won't randomly substitute items you want to something close to the same, but that item is always higher price. Number two, have you ever tried to return an item from one of those places? Holy smoke, it's like pulling hen's teeth. What a nightmare. Number three, we all know if you want furniture or machines, you want someone who will stand behind it and train technicians to make an occasional repair. So whatever the need for your office, call Danville Office Equipment, 1-800-633-0991.
Football on WLSK FM, presented by Don Franklin of Lebanon.
12 minutes left in this ball game, and it is far from over. It is 20-16, Casey County Rebels over Washington County. Rebels face a second down and 20 to go from the Washington County 40. And 2 penalties, very costly penalties against the Rebels, have put Washington County in a little bit favorable position. 2 receivers, 1 on either side, look for them to cross over again. And we're ready to go out of the eye, back to throw it. And they're trying to cross over. They throw it to a receiver that trailed out of the backfield, I think, and it's over his head and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 11:53. 3 for 7 has been Casey County. You're earning your money tonight, Dave. Fantastic job. Would have never guessed that. Oh, for whom the bells toll. 2016. 11:53. As now it's down to crunch time here. Receivers again wide left. This time, look out. We've got White in the slot to the left. And he just struck somebody. He cold cocked somebody out there, and they end up throwing it to another fellow, and he ends up catching it. The eyes are failing again. That's going to be Isaiah Phillips is the receiver. And now we're back to 4th. And short yardage, basically, although it is about 4 or 5 yards to go for the first down. 4th and 5. And now,
how bad do you want it?
This, I keep saying this could be the play, but this might be the one, surely. Handoff, right side. They did not get it. No, sir. Washington County's going to take over on downs. I see no flags on the field. So the Commanders bent and bent and bent again. And they're going to come out now with a chance with 11 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the ball game. Down by 4. They are going to have to go 78 yards and try to reclaim the lead. And no matter how many times you have the lead, it's who ends up with it when that final buzzer goes off that makes the difference. This has got to be their best effort of the night. One wide out the left side. Oh, bad pitch into the backfield, and Casey County's got it. Bad pitch back, and the Commander's sideline beside itself. Not only do they lose the ball, they lose it deep in their own territory. Ball's going to be about the 13-yard line, and now it's time to see what, I guess, cliche as it may sound, this is going to determine what you're made out of. If you can just grit your teeth one more time, because we've seen Casey County not go for a field goal, and it wouldn't make that much difference anyway. Not with a touchdown and an extra point of your own, but nonetheless, you want to keep them out of the end zone here if at all possible. Handoff right side. They made a good stop there. Making the stop for Washington County, Trevor Sagracy came in there and flat wrapped him up. Short yardage gain, about a yard, make it 2nd and 9. Ball's down to around the 12-yard line. That middle of the line for Washington County on defense has really hung tough tonight. Trevor Shoemate, we haven't mentioned his name that much. 6'1 junior, 257-pounder. But he's put his helmet right in there with the best of them. Wide to the left side, Isaiah Phillips. Coming to the right side, Alex Mendez. White's in the slot to the left. There he goes again. They're looking to throw to him, and they're going to throw into the end zone. Intercepted. Washington County should have went down with it, didn't. And he's going to be back out just outside the goal line.
Well, in a matter of a minute, you've had 2 turnovers. And the ball's gone nowhere.
And White came out of there with the football claiming he'd taken it away from him, but the officials are going to call it. Let's see how they're going to look at this. They're having another conference out there. And again, I have, everybody wants to rant and rave against the officials. I've done more than my fair share in the years. First down, Washington County. But These guys tonight have kept a level head, very calm, very cool, and they have pretty much run this game as well as anybody could. They've done a good job, better than average job, I'd say. 10 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the ball game. Washington County, to say they're deep in their own territory, you've heard of the word understatement. That would be it. Ball's on the 1 yard line. You're only 99 yards away. And now you look for the quarterback to keep it and trying to drive it up the middle. You don't want to get caught in that end zone for safety. You don't want to fumble it again. And frankly, they're a little bit lucky they came out of here with no score being tacked on. Now we got timeout going to be taken by Washington County. And we're going to be taking a break here right now for you. Be sure and stay tuned. Washington County with the ball, 99 yards away. They trail by 4. You're listening to Commander Football on Country 100.9 WLSK.
At Farmers National Bank, we make it our job to keep up with a constantly changing housing market. We track Marion County home sales so that we stay well informed. Let us help you make an informed decision when you're looking to buy your next home. We can show you what properties have sold over the last 6 months and provide you the information to help you negotiate your next home purchase. We can pre-qualify you for a low fixed-rate mortgage. With rates at historic lows, maybe now's the right time for you to upgrade your home.
Growing with you since 1890, Farmers National Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jim Reed for Citizens National Bank of Lebanon. You can count on our bank for all of your banking needs, including deposit accounts or loans for just about any purpose. You can also count on our bank being a proud supporter of Marion County Youth Sports. Stop by Citizens National Bank of Lebanon and let one of our team members show you why many have chosen our bank for their financial needs. Citizens National Bank of Lebanon, member FDIC and Fair Housing Lender.
Football on WLSK FM, presented by Don Franklin of Lebanon.
Back to play, 10 minutes, 4 seconds, but the ball's on. We got a flag, and somebody
Washington County
moved for Washington County. That's half the distance to the goal. Just looks more impressive when you drive it that much farther, I guess. All right, time to play coach. What call do you play? What call do you make here?
Up the gut. You got to get it out of the end zone.
Now I'll explain why I never went into coaching. It is at this point I find the quickest player I've got. Send him down the line and throw it and let him go for it. Because that is the last thing they're going to look for. But you're right. They're going to run it right up the middle. And there you have it. And everybody has a team meeting in there. Quite a bit of discussion going on. Trying to get a little edge out. Second down and a whole bunch, folks. Actually, they got a little bit more than I thought they did. Yeah. They got it out to about where it's going to be 2nd and 8. A little bit of breathing room here.
Now would you throw it deep?
I doubt it at this point. It's not a bad call, but
where it was at, you had to get it off that goal line. But now, like you said, you got breathing room.
They're going to throw it to the flat on the left side, and they're going to grab him and drive him back. He made it to about the 5-yard line. So that's going to bring up now about 3rd down and 6 to go for the first down. Ball's right on the 5-yard line. This is why it's so much fun to be a spectator of the sport, not having to be down on the sideline making the actual calls and either enjoying the success or suffering through the consequences. If you ever wonder what ages coaches, this would do it in a heartbeat. Single setback, single running back this time. Back to throw it, and they're going deep, and that's not going to work. They couldn't get the receiver, who was intended receiver, Jason Anderson, could not get to it. That's when you wish you had, and maybe some of them are on the track team, but if you had somebody on the track team, that's where you'd use them. Flat out, reach and get it. Well, there's still plenty of time to go. It's back to what we said, the defense. And they've got it out to the 5-yard line. They're going to punt from their own end zone, but they've got 8 minutes and 46 seconds to go. And Ashley, you pointed out, we've seen a few turnovers here late, so you never know what's going to happen now. Just don't let it get through your hands. Don't let it get blocked, and I don't think they're even going to really make that effort unless Washington County falls down. Snap, and not the best kicking. That's ugly. Oh, it hit off.
It's live.
Hit off of a Casey County player, but right back to a Casey County player. Hitting himself on his helmet.
And it went 10 yards.
Sean Austin Bird, but you can't fault him for that. The ball hit, he didn't know where it was at, hit up against him before he knew what was going on. The good news is at least they got it away. And we're back again to defense.
Yeah, because he had two coming hard on the left side.
Yeah, frankly, Commander offensive line was doing the best they could to keep them out of there, but Casey County was, without saying they were coming after it, were coming after it, and they got pretty close to getting it. So the young man stood back there and held on and got it out of there, gave them a little bit more breathing room, but man, does this put it on the defense. 8:44 to go, and the ball's going to be at the 13-yard line, they say. Run right off tackle, inside the 10, about the 8 or 9-yard line. And at this point in time, you look for Casey County maybe to keep it on the ground. And this is going to be a quick play. No huddle up, trying to catch Commanders looking. Now they get the play called in from the sideline. They got White wide to the left side. And they're going to hand it off again over the left side on the run. In on the stop. Look to be Isaac Yates and Michael Wheatley. Holland Miller running with the ball. 3rd down, 6 to go. Ball on the 7-yard line. They could actually get it inside the 1 and get a first down. And we again look, you know, Casey County could take the attitude, even if we run it 2 times and don't get it in, look where we've left them. And the quarterback keeper, he gets hit once, twice, struggles, and he is into the end zone. Yes, sir. Touchdown, Casey County. Comes at the 7:43 mark. 26-16 now, 10-point lead, and that puts a world of hurt on the Commanders. It's 2 scores needed at this point. And we anticipate, of course, the 2-point conversion. Unless you want to see if you got somebody you can kick. Casey County coming over from Liberty. Came into this game 2-2, just like the Commanders have had loss, win, loss, win. Commanders 2 losses, then 2 wins. They were even Steven. Just felt like hopefully that Washington County would get a break being on the home ground. The attempted pass on the 2-point conversion falling short. Our time 7:43. It is 26-16. And we'll be back in one moment. You're listening to Commander Football on Country 100.9 WLSK.
It's Chrysler Summer Clearance event time at your local Don Franklin Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram dealer here in Lebanon. These are some sizzling hot deals. Great finance rates as low as 0 APR for up to 72 months and $1,000 on all of our Chrysler vehicles in inventory, or up to $8,000 cash allowance off. How about taking the summer off with Jeep's 90 days, no payment, 0% financing for 36 months, or up to $2,000 in combined cash allowance. And don't forget them great low Jeep lease rates, starting as low as $159 a month. Also the Dodges. Check out 90 days, no payment, big cash allowances up to $7,000, or the 0% finance rate for up to 72 months and $1,000. And make this the best summer ever by picking out that brand new Ram truck with 90 days, no payment, 0% financing through Chrysler Capital, or up to $8,000 off. It's the Chrysler Summer Clearance events right now at the Don Franklin Lebanon store. Give us a call, 270-692-2126 or DonFranklinAuto.com.
Football on WLSK FM, presented by Don Franklin of Lebanon.
Back here at Washington County High School, Casey County scores again. 26-16 is our score, 10-point difference. Commanders now going to feel the heat. They've got to move the ball, and at some point in time, you've kind of got to go to the air. We'll talk about that at the first chance. They've been feeding us some information about the passing in this second half of the game. We're ready to go as they approach the ball. A low kick caught up by the 48-yard line of Washington County. Looked like a baseball fielder. Tanner Yates he kicked it straight ahead, and Tanner said, "That's mine." He's already into Casey County territory, and that in itself a big help.
Good position.
It don't get much better than that unless you're in the end zone.
Right. Well, with the amount of time they've got.
That was a tremendous three. You're right. They're going to put it, they finally spotted the 49-yard line. So it's 1st and 10. Oh, but we'll take that. It's on the right side of the field, which is the left side, as we look at it. And they're going to lose back into their own territory. The Rebels are controlling the defensive line right now. I mean, they are just pushing the offensive line of Washington County right back into the runner. And if you're the Rebels staff and fans, that's what you want to see. Come right at them. Now we're in a situation of maybe it is time that you really got to think about throwing. I mean, they got some big bodies up there. They'll pitch it back to the trailing back. He's trying to get around the left end, and there's a flag, and that's probably going to be holding. If you're a Commander fan, you certainly hope that's not the case, but we'll see. Flags laying about the 49-yard line of Washington County. The play ended up at the 47 of Casey County. And they are going to talk to the Rebels, so this is up to them. Do you take it or not? And, you know, we might see them turn this down. Because if they do, that'll bring up 3rd down. And still about 8 yards to go for the 1st down. Nope, they're going to back them up this time. They feel like they know that the Commanders are going to go for it 2 times in a row anyway. Moves it all the way back to the 39-yard line of Washington County. 7:05 remaining in the ball game now. And a mighty big hill for the Commanders to have to climb. 26-16. They trail by 10 after beginning the game, leading 8-0. There's a quick snap now. Pass, floater, downfield. Caught at midfield and down to about the 46-7-yard line of Casey County. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 7 to go for the 1st down. 6:50 and the clock running here.
It's almost at the point you have to throw it.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten to that point. The biggest enemy is not Casey County. The biggest enemy is the clock at the end of the field. Nearing the 6.5-minute mark to go in the ball game. As again, the Commanders pitch it back. Big hole. And he's so big he couldn't find a way to get through it. He is down. It looks like 1st down. They may measure for this one, but from this angle, looks like he got the 1st down, and they're putting it on the scoreboard that way. Down to about the 38-yard line of Casey County. 6:20 to go. They'll move the chains. They'll start the clock as soon as they set them. They got it. They got it. You know, it's going to be interesting with Dave's statistics to see how many 1st downs these 2 ball clubs have apiece, and is there a big difference in that? And Dave said, oh, what 1st downs? Okay, Dave, you're allowed one mistake. You came here tonight. Here's a quarterback going to pull it down, keep it, goes out of bounds, got hit out of bounds. The official not going to call anything, though. Out about the 36-yard line of Casey County, 6:01 remaining in the ball game. And they continue to move as the offense looks at the line. They seem to be coming more to the left side of the field at this point. Wide right for the Commanders, Sean Austin Bird this time. Wide to the left side, Jason Anderson. I formation. They'll pitch it back to the tailback. That's Michael Wheatley. Tripped up, falls forward, maybe picks up a yard, no more. Make it 3rd down and about 7. You got some players on the sideline. One of them is Antarius Edelin, as he's got ice wrapped around his left. I don't know if it's his calf or his shin. That's got to hurt.
Yeah, he hasn't been in this half at all.
Garrett Floyd sitting on the sideline too, not been in the game. So they've been without a couple of their big guns. Here's a hard run, not going to be there. They may have picked up just a yard, make it 4th. And about 6 or 7 yards to go. And there's no question what you do here. If there's ever a statement that didn't need to be made, that would be it. As we near the 5-minute mark, down by 10, 26-16. Commander fans trying to get their kids cheered up, get them making the effort. Wide left, Jason Anderson. Out of the eye, quarterback's going to keep it rolling. Now looks, got a man down the field, throws it. Tipped away. Good defense by Casey County. Really a good pass. But
very good pass.
He was moving to his left on top of all that.
His body, but he still got it there.
He got it there, and just a good play. Take nothing away from Casey County. 4:36 remaining in the ball game, and that might be your ball game. Down by 10. A turnover is what they've got to have now. Commanders must have a turnover to have a hope in this one. And Casey County right now, you would think, probably going to start by running, get the clock running, and see where we go to from there.
And look out for DJ White.
Yeah, that's there. We're back again. Do you put the last nail in the coffin here? I mean, it's nailed pretty shut at this moment, but there's still a ray of light going through there. He's going to be in the slot to the right side. They're going to hand it off and run it
right up the gut.
Right up the gut, as you say. Just shy of the 40-yard line. 4:29 to go in the ball game. 26-16. And the moon is beginning to set in the distance. And it's setting here in Washington County. Time is the biggest enemy of the Commanders right now. We've seen one of the better ball games as far as excitement, plays, turnovers, touchdown runs, great passes by both clubs. And literally, good game. It's been a good game. And you really hate to see either one of these lose because they came in here and they both battled hard. Casey County's been just a little bit more better edge. Around the right side, they got a hole big enough to drive anything through. And way down inside Washington County territory,
Colin Miller again
comes down to about the 37-yard line of Washington County. One thing I just noticed that the Rebel, a little slow getting off of the commander who tackled him, and one of his teammates on the sideline came racing down there like, hey, fella, enough. And I don't think he was doing anything. He was slow in getting up, maybe had his feet tangled up a little bit there. Well, that brings 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of Washington County. You would not expect Casey County to even think about putting it in the air at this point. It's a matter of run the clock. You want to keep the clock running. And that's what they're going to do. Handoff left side, running hard there is going to be Dalton Lawrence. Lawrence inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line.